the open sea, a symbol of freedom, adventure, and boundless horizons. But for one family, it became the setting for a living nightmare. In the pre-dawn darkness of March 24th, 1998, amidst the calm waters of the Caribbean, a 23-year-old woman named Amy Lynn Bradley vanished from a cruise ship, seemingly into thin air. This is the story of a vacation that turned into a haunting mystery, a case filled with puzzling clues, and the desperate decades-long search for a missing daughter. Amy Lynn Bradley was a vibrant and responsible young woman, a recent college graduate, an excellent student, and a trained lifeguard. She was by all accounts the last person you'd expect to get into trouble. In March 1998, she joined her parents, Ron and Iva, and her brother, Brad, for a family cruise aboard the Royal Caribbean ship Rhapsody of the Seas. The trip was a celebration, a chance to relax and enjoy each other's company before Amy started her new life and career. The first few days were idyllic. The Bradleys explored the ship, enjoyed the amenities, and soaked in the tropical atmosphere. Amy, an avid basketball player, even impressed fellow passengers with her skills on the ship's court. But as the ship sailed from Aruba towards the next port of call, in Curacao, the dream vacation was about to take a terrifying turn. Late on the night of March 23rd, the ship hosted a lively party on the pool deck. Amy and her brother Brad went to the ship's nightclub, dancing and socializing. During the evening, Amy was seen with a member of the ship's band, a man known as Yellow. According to her family, Amy later said some of the crew members were giving her unwanted attention, making her feel uncomfortable. Around 3:30 a.m., Amy and Brad headed back to their family's cabin. Brad went to his own room, while Amy joined her parents on the private balcony of their suite. Her father, Ron, recalls seeing her there around 5:15 a.m., fast asleep in a lounge chair. He sat with her for a little while before going back inside to rest. When he woke up again, just before 6 a.m., Amy was gone. Her cigarettes and lighter were left behind, but Amy, the sandals she had been wearing, and the book she was reading had vanished. The ship was scheduled to dock in Curacao within the hour. The family initially thought she might have gone up to the deck to take photos of the sunrise as the ship pulled into port. But when she didn't return for breakfast, a knot of unease began to tighten. They searched the ship's public areas, calling her name, but there was no sign of her. Panic set in. Ron and Iva Bradley alerted the ship's crew immediately. They pleaded with the captain to not let anyone disembark until Amy was found. They begged for a ship-wide announcement, an all-hands search, but their pleas were met with a baffling delay. The ship docked as scheduled, the gangway was lowered, and thousands of passengers streamed off into the port of Curacao. The Bradleys felt their window of opportunity closing with every person who left the ship. It wasn't until much later that a cursory search of the ship's common areas was conducted. It turned up nothing. By then, Amy could have been anywhere. The investigation that followed was fraught with confusion and missed opportunities. The cruise line maintained that Amy likely fell overboard, a theory her family has always vehemently rejected. Amy was a strong swimmer and a trained lifeguard. Her family is convinced she would never have accidentally fallen, nor would she have taken her own life. The sea was calm that morning, and the balcony railing was high. Furthermore, if she had fallen, it's highly probable someone would have heard or seen something. The ship's crew and local authorities in Curacao conducted searches, but they yielded no concrete evidence. The FBI became involved, treating it as a missing person case. But with the ship now a moving crime scene and potential witnesses scattered across the globe, the investigation faced immense challenges from the very start. Then the sightings began. These glimmers of hope would become a torturous cycle for the Bradley family, pulling them between optimism and despair. Just days after her disappearance, 2 Canadian tourists reported seeing a woman who looked exactly like Amy on a beach in Curaçao. The woman had the same distinctive tattoos as Amy, a Tasmanian devil spinning a basketball on her shoulder, a sun on her lower back, a Chinese symbol on her right ankle, and a gecko lizard on her navel. When they looked at her, the woman seemed to be trying to get their attention, but she was flanked by 2 intimidating men who hurried her away. Years later, the most disturbing potential sighting emerged. In 2005, a woman named Judy Moore was in a department store restroom in Barbados when she encountered a distraught woman. This woman, accompanied by 3 men, confided in Judy that her name was Amy and that she was from Virginia. The men then burst in, threatening her and leading her away. Judy was so shaken by the encounter that she went to the authorities. She later saw photos of Amy Lynn Bradley and was certain it was the same woman she had seen. This account, along with others, fueled the family's greatest fear that Amy had been abducted from the cruise ship and forced into human trafficking. The theory gained more traction when a photo surfaced on an adult website. The picture showed a woman who bore a striking resemblance to Amy, lying on a bed in a pose that suggested she was not there of her own free will. Forensic analysts examined the photo, with some concluding it was highly likely to be Amy, while others remained uncertain. The image was a heartbreaking clue that led nowhere definitive, another dead end in a maze of sorrow. Another key figure in the mystery is Alistair Douglas, also known as Yellow, the band member Amy was seen with on the night she disappeared. He admitted to parting with Amy around 1 a.m., but his statements have been inconsistent. He allegedly gave her a special kind of attention that made her brother uncomfortable. After she vanished, he reportedly told another passenger, "They've gone to look for the girl who went missing. She's not coming back." While he was questioned by the FBI, no charges were ever filed. His role in her final hours remains a frustratingly gray area. Over 2 decades have passed since Amy Lynn Bradley disappeared from the Rhapsody of the Seas. Her case has been featured on shows like Unsolved Mysteries and America's Most Wanted, capturing public attention worldwide. The FBI continues to offer a reward for information leading to her location, and the Bradley family offers an even larger one. They have spent their life savings, traveled the world, chasing down leads, and dedicated their lives to finding their daughter. Their home is a shrine to Amy, her room left just as it was, a testament to their unwavering hope that one day she will return. Was Amy the victim of a tragic accident, falling overboard into the dark Caribbean Sea? Or was she targeted by predators who saw an opportunity, kidnapping her from the perceived safety of a luxury cruise ship and selling her into a life of unimaginable horror? The ship itself, a city on the water with thousands of people, became a black box. Keycard data, security footage, and witness accounts all failed to provide a clear answer. The ship's initial response, or lack thereof, remains a major point of contention and a source of deep pain for the family. The disappearance of Amy Lynn Bradley is a chilling reminder that even in places designed for leisure and escape, darkness can lurk just beneath the surface. It's a story of a family's love, their refusal to give up, and the agonizing questions that have haunted them for more than 20 years. What happened to Amy in those crucial early morning hours? Is she still out there somewhere, waiting to be found? The sea holds its secrets close, but for Ron, Iva, and Brad Bradley, the search for Amy will never end. They wait for a call, a credible tip, a breakthrough, anything that will finally bring their daughter home. If you have any information about the disappearance of Amy Lynn Bradley, please contact the FBI or the Bradley family's tip line. The smallest detail could be the key to solving this heartbreaking mystery. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into compelling cases.